Okay, go ahead.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nadia, and I'm one of the co-founders of Warriors. So me and my other co-founder, Maria, who is also on the call, are so excited for this session and for this series, and we're so grateful for you all coming and joining us. So I actually saw Deborah for session several years ago. I had amazing breakthroughs with her, and she really helped me address some of my trauma, but then also just helped me. She gave me some really important coping tools for managing stress and anxiety. Just recently, I went back to her to, get some help with grief that I was feeling from losing my mother. And she was so helpful and helped me move forward with that around the time of her anniversary. So she's really changed my life in important ways. And she brings all these different healing modalities to her practice. So Deborah will be doing some hypnosis today, but she'll also be introducing us to tapping, which is, well, I guess Deborah, you could probably explain that better than I can. But anyway, with no further ado, Deborah Bird.
Thanks, everybody.
And I'll go ahead and stop and then.
Yeah, okay, great. So, hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. And today we're going to be talking about a technique called the emotional freedom technique. So, first of all, I want to show you a couple of important things. My computer screen needs to be 1 inch higher than it is. So I am going to show you something here that I want you all to have a reference to. First of all, since we're already on this page, can you all see my recipes page now? It doesn't look like you can. Let's see if that came through. There it is, right there. So maybe this isn't necessarily in the right order, but anyway, so here's an example. This is my website, Anxiety Eliminated. This is an example of a recipe that I wanted to share with you today. Part of what I do is healthy plant-based eating, which I find is one of the key foundations to reducing any kind of anxiety. So this is a real super easy, super delicious recipe. So feel free to make use of that. But most important, I wanted you to see how to find the instructions on tapping. So you see the menu bar going across the top. You see hypnosis right here. When you hover over hypnosis, you see emotional tapping, emotional freedom technique. When you click on that, then you see the tapping instruction page, which is taking the videos a minute to pop up. But anyway, this is just general info, which is fine. This is a follow-along video, so you don't even need to memorize or take notes on the steps that we're talking about today. You can just click on this video and this is a short tapping, this is a long tapping, this is a short tapping example. So those resources are available to you at this link, okay? The other thing I wanted to show you real quick in case you haven't seen it yet is the Warriors Facebook page. They have let's see here, they have a wonderful little fundraiser going on right now. If you have some time, resources to support that, they have a really wonderful thing happening now where they have an anonymous donor that's doubling any donation that's made, matching any donation that's made. So every dollar that you put into this is multiplied by 2 automatically. And this is the link for getting that, accessing that. So I just wanted to let you know that that's there. Also, in the sidebar over here, I put in the message section, and you should be able to see it. It was there. and oh, here it is in the chat down here at the bottom on the right hand side. There's links to my page and to their page, just to make it easier for you. Okay. Anyway, so now tapping.
Deborah, I was
yes,
just
yes.
going to mention really quickly that people, you all can also find a lot of her videos, your videos at Anxiety Eliminated on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's been really great. She has a lot of her hypnosis videos and tapping videos there as well.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Nice reminder. So anyway, tapping is an incredibly powerful, incredibly simple process to alleviate any challenging emotion that you are experiencing at any time. Let's see, there's one new message here. You have to excuse me, I'm just learning how to use all this.
That was for me. I just put in the chat box. I put the YouTube channel. So if anybody wants the direct link to the YouTube channel, just check the chat box.
Oh, admit. I gotta admit people. This is like playing basketball. The balls are going everywhere. Welcome to the new person who just joined us. We already got a little bit of introduction here going, but most of what we talked about is in the links section of the chat portion of this Zoom session. You can access a lot of important information there. Anyway, so tapping, incredibly powerful way to eliminate any kind of challenging emotion or reduce any kind of challenging emotion that you are experiencing at any time. So it's an acupressure technique. So it uses some of the same points that acupuncture used, but it's the same points every time. So it's much simpler than acupuncture, which is a highly refined science. And there's no needles involved. So it is based on these meridians that travel up and down our body that were identified thousands of years ago by the Chinese. And now there is technology existing today that can actually photograph these meridians, these energetic highways that travel up and down our body. And in that one video that I showed you at the tapping link, you can find a more sophisticated explanation. I'm not going to use the time today to do that. Today is practical techniques and how do we get there. So we're just going to do a session right now. I believe in diving in and doing the actual process rather than talking about it so much. And so the way this is going to work is I'm going to demonstrate and you all are going to follow along. I'm going to be doing certain tapping things with my hands. I'm going to say something. I'm going to pause. And then when I pause, you repeat what I said. So, and then I'm going to pause for enough time for you to repeat what I said. And then I'm going to say something else. And then I'm going to pause. And then I'm going to give you a moment to repeat what I said. The reason for saying it out loud is that it keeps your mind on it. If you say it to yourself silently, it's very easy for your mind to then start wander to your grocery list or, the next problem on the to-do list or, et cetera, so on. Saying it out loud keeps you very focused because you're saying it, so your mind's engaged, but you're hearing it, so your ears are engaged too. It gives it extra power. So first step in tapping is to identify your emotion. So let's say you had a fender bender with your car right before you got here. You're not going to tap on the fact that you had a fender bender. The first step is to ask yourself, how does having a fender bender make me feel? So let's say that's, in this example, we're going to use anxiety. Let's say it's causing anxiety. then the next step is to rate your anxiety. Very, very important, because then you can see how effective this tool really is. So on a scale of 10 to 1, 10 high, 1 low, you're going to rate your level of anxiety. So now, this is a series on the COVID virus mental health techniques. You can use your anxiety that you may be feeling in any way whatsoever on that subject. This is a group that deals with survivors of sexual abuse. If you got triggered today on that subject, you might want to check in on that subject and use that subject today. Either way, the most likely emotion within you is going to be anxiety. So I want everyone to check in with the level of anxiety that they're feeling right now, and then to put a number on it, 10 high, 1 low. Okay, so we just admitted somebody, Aileen. Aileen, you have a picture present on your Zoom preferences. And we dealt with this the last time we had a session. I'm sorry, but we are recording this session, Aileen. So I'm going to have to ask you to log off because your picture can't be present. I apologize. You can either remove your picture and log back on. Thank you. So sorry about that. That's how it's going to work. No pictures present because we spent hours trying to take the pictures off the last video. I'm not a mean person. Okay. Anyway, so if everybody has put a number on their level of anxiety, it's very simple now. You're just going to follow along. So you're lifting your left hand up like this, and you're lifting your right hand up like this, and you're tapping on the karate chop point of your hand. And this is very simple. You're just going to follow right along, even though, and now I'm pausing and I'm giving you a moment to repeat what I'm saying. Even though I feel anxious, I still totally accept and appreciate myself. Even though I feel anxious, I still totally accept and appreciate myself. Even though I feel anxious, I still totally accept and appreciate myself. And now your right hand is going to come to the place where your eyebrow meets your nose, and you're just going to tap gently there. And you're going to repeat after me again. Anxious. Feel anxious. Anxiety. Anxious. And now in the hollow beside your eye, anxious. Feel anxious. Anxiety. Feel anxious. Anxiety. And now the bone under the eye, which is the base of the eye socket, anxious. Anxiety. Anxious. Anxiety. Feel anxious. Feel anxious. Anxiety. Feel anxious. Stressed out. And under the lip, feel anxious. Anxiety. Feel anxious. Anxiety. And now this one's a little tricky. You have to find your collarbone, which is a big ridge going this way. Then once you find your collarbone, you go under it. And there's a hollow under there. And you're going to tap right in that hollow. Feel anxious. Anxiety. feel anxious, anxiety, feel anxious. And now under the arm, right on the bra line, anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, anxiety, stress. And then your right hand is going to come up on top of your head, tapping on top of your head, right on the very flat part of your head, anxious. It's breaking up, and you're repeating after me still. I'm letting it all go. It's breaking up, and I'm releasing it. Breaking up and letting go. Breaking up and releasing. Letting it all go now. Letting it all go now. Releasing. And your hand is down now, and you're taking a nice big deep breath in and exhale. And now with your eyes closed, 3 natural breaths at your own pace. And you're lifting your right hand up like this, and your left hand like this. This is round 2. Even though I feel anxious, I still totally accept and appreciate myself. Even though I feel anxious, I still totally accept and appreciate myself. Even though I feel anxious, I still totally accept and appreciate myself. And now the left hand to the left eyebrow, where the eyebrow meets the nose. Feel anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, anxiety. And then the hollow beside the eye. Feel anxious, anxiety, stress, anxiety. And the bone under the eye. Feel anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, stressed out, anxiety. Under the lip, anxious, anxiety, stressed out, anxiety. And then again, the collarbone, and you're going under the collarbone. There's a hollow under there. Anxious, anxiety, anxious, anxiety. And now under the arm, anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, anxiety, feel anxious, anxiety. And then the left hand goes up on top of the head, the very flat part. It's breaking up, and you're still repeating after me. It's breaking up. I'm letting it all go. It's breaking up. I'm releasing it. Breaking up and letting go. Breaking up and releasing. Letting it all go now. Letting it all go now. And hand down, taking a nice long deep breath in. And exhale. 3 natural breaths at your own pace. And now you should rate your level of anxiety on a scale of 10 to 1, 10 high, 1 low. And everybody should have gone down 1, 2, 3 points. Remember, it's only one round of tapping. One round of tapping is the left side and the whole right side. And so more rounds will get more results. But this is a good start. And it's also a very good way to start a hypnosis session, which is what we're going to do now, something for general relaxation. So you should be in a place where you can recline slightly. Some people's chairs have a headrest, but your head should not be able to do that. So you might have to lie down somewhere on a couch or a bed, or you might sometimes you can put a pillow back here, and that will work. But I'm going to give everybody a minute to find a place to recline. Best is if you have pillows under the head and shoulders and under the knees, but safely reclining where your head is supported in some manner will do. Of course, you still need to be able to hear me. You don't really necessarily need to be able to see me, but you do need to be able to hear me. However, you can get your setup together to make that work. So settling back into the supports beneath you, allowing your body to melt. And now with your eyelids shut, you're allowing your eyes themselves to melt up to the center spot in your forehead. Wherever you view that to be, there's no right or wrong. Somewhere in the center of your forehead, you're allowing your eyes to melt up to the center spot in your forehead. And if that causes any stress on your eyes, then lower your eyes slightly until they're comfortable. Still, the focus and the concentration is maintained at the center spot in the forehead. Feeling the weight of gravity pulling down on your feet, massaging your feet, relaxing your feet. Feeling the weight of gravity pulling down on your shins, on your calves. The whole lower leg is melting and relaxing and letting go. This is your time to heal. This is your time to receive. And you're gladly opening up all parts and places and spaces of yourself in order to receive the healing and the gifts that are about to come your way today. The upper leg melting into the supports beneath you. Noticing both your legs from hip to toe and allowing them to melt. And now there's a golden light massaging your stomach, relaxing your stomach, revitalizing digestion. And now there's a golden light gently massaging your heart, relaxing your heart, letting your heart melt and open. Letting your heart receive. And now your whole torso is filled with a sense of light and bliss and relaxation. Releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth, relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your tongue, relaxing your lips, relaxing your cheeks, and just letting everything in the mouth area melt. Eyes are sinking very deeply back into the eye sockets. Massaging the forehead, massaging the scalp, relaxing all the muscles in the forehead and scalp. And now there's a golden healing honey-like substance dripping down the spinal column, starting in the neck. Golden healing honey-like substance, very potent, very relaxing, beginning now to drip down the spinal column, starting in the neck, one by one, massaging and soothing every vertebrae, massaging and soothing every connection between every vertebrae, dripping down one by one into the upper back. One by one, dripping down into the middle of the back, massaging and soothing this golden healing honey-like substance, nurturing every aspect of the spinal column, dripping down one by one into the middle of the back. One by one, dripping down into the small of the back, massaging and soothing and nourishing the whole spinal column, dripping down into the tailbone. All the vertebrae in the spinal column are opening up wide to receive this golden healing honey-like substance, which is deeply soothing and sinking and melting down into the whole nervous system associated with the spinal column, deeply refurbishing and restoring every aspect, even the deepest components of the whole nervous system from top to bottom. Massaging the neck, massaging the shoulders, relaxing all the muscles in the neck and shoulders. Massaging the upper arms, massaging the lower arms, the wrists, the hands, the fingers, the finger joints, all receiving a nice soothing massage. As you go down and down, safely, securely, relaxing and releasing, deeper and deeper, down, down, down. And now, during this tapping session, during this hypnosis session so far, we successfully release from the conscious mind and the subconscious mind many of the challenges that you brought to this hypnosis session today. This release is going to continue in the time beyond this session, particularly during the venting stage of the dream cycle, which occurs in the early morning hours. Your dreams are going to assist you greatly in continuing to vent out these old patterned ways of being which are no longer serving you. Venting it out completely and totally. All parts and places and spaces of you are opening up wide to receive a new, higher, vibrational way of walking in this world with more tranquility and more peace. And now I'm going to count you up and out, and then I'm going to take you back in again. From 0 to 5, 0 is always deeper. 1, gradually, gradually. 2, up and up. 3, sensing the room around you. 4, eyes blinking. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Eyes open, wide awake. So eyes open, and now I want you to hover your left hand above your eyes, about 6 inches from your eyes, staring at the palm of your left hand. Staring at the palm of your left hand hovering above your eyes. Eyes are diving very deeply into the center finger. Eyes are melting into the center finger. This might make your eyes want to blink or blink to close. This might make your mouth feel a bit dry. You might have a sensation to swallow. Sometimes the fingers want to relax or relax and spread. All of this is perfectly natural. Any of these sensations that are arising, you're just allowing. And the eyes are continuing to focus very deeply on the center finger, melting into the center finger. And the center finger is melting into the eyes. And maybe you're not sure which is which. And now the focus on the center finger is doubled. And now the focus on the center finger is doubled again. Eyes closed, hand down. Eyes closed, hand down. 5. Every number, every count, deeper and deeper. 4. Sinking and melting, relaxing, releasing. 3. Letting it all go now as you sink and melt, deeper and deeper. 2. Taking a nice long deep breath in, filling up and up and up and up and up. And exhale. 1. Down and down, deeper and deeper, relaxing, releasing. 0. Deep hypnosis, down and down and down, deeper and deeper. Relaxing, releasing, and letting it all go as you sink and melt. This is your time to heal. This is your time to receive. And you're allowing all the positive suggestions being offered here today to be felt by you and received by you at the deepest levels. And now I want you to imagine a beautiful staircase. This is your staircase of empowerment. Your staircase of empowerment for leading a more tranquil, more grounded, more joyful, happy life. And you should have fun with this staircase and make it out of absolutely anything that feels wonderful to you. It might be a staircase made out of starlight. It might be a staircase made out of bamboo. If you have a spiritual path you follow, the staircase might be made out of all the scriptures and crystals and visual images. Make it out of anything you want to make it out of that feels empowering to you. It also has a handrail going down the right-hand side. This staircase has 15 steps on it. The handrail can also be made out of anything you want it to be made out of: diamonds, rubies, gold dust. Now you're standing at the top of the staircase. Your right hand is on the handrail. This is your staircase of empowerment for accessing a greater level of tranquility and peace. Your left hand is stepping down to your left foot is stepping down to step number 15. Sinking down deeper and deeper, relaxing and releasing. On step number 15, your right hand on the handrail is noticing a slight vibration coming through the handrail. It's a pleasant vibration, a tingling sensation. This is the energy of empowerment coming through the handrail. Through your hand, up your arm, up your neck, into your mind, filling your mind with a new vibration, the vibration of empowerment. 14, right foot, sinking down, stepping down to step number 14 with your right foot. Sinking and melting, relaxing and releasing as you descend this beautiful, empowering staircase designed for your highest health and your highest well-being. Step number 13, left foot. Sinking down deeper and deeper, relaxing, releasing every step, every number, every count, allowing you to relax and release, sinking and melting. Step number 12, right foot, sinking down deeper and deeper, letting it all go now, all the cares, all the worries, releasing as you sink and melt and enjoy this lovely vibrational energy coming up your right arm from the handrail. Step number 11, left foot. Deeper and deeper, down and down, relaxing, releasing. Down and down, deeper and deeper. Step number 11, you're noticing the energy of peace. You're noticing the energy of peace. Even if it's a small amount, a medium amount, a large amount, any amount is absolutely fine. You're noticing the energy of peace. Peace. Wherever you feel it, you might feel it in your heart, you might feel it in your mind, you might feel it head to toe. You're noticing peace now. Wherever you feel it and however much you feel it, you're allowing it to intensify. You're allowing it to grow. You're allowing it, your whole body from head to toe, to be saturated with the energy of peace. Filling every corner, every cavern of your body. Relaxing and releasing. Step number 10, right foot. Sinking down deeper and deeper. Relaxing, releasing. Letting it all go as you sink and melt. Step number 9, left foot. Descending the staircase to step number 9 by placing your left foot on step number 9, sinking and melting down and down, deeper and deeper. Step number 9, you're noticing the quality of tranquility. Tranquility, allowing tranquility to enter in through the top of your head, filling your whole head, your whole conscious mind, your whole subconscious mind with tranquility, your whole conscious and subconscious minds being consumed with tranquility. Filling your whole head and now moving down through the body into the heart area, filling the heart, filling the whole torso, filling everything down through the hips and legs and feet. Tranquility. Step number 8, right foot, sinking down deeper and deeper, relaxing and releasing every number, every count, down and down, letting it all go. Step number 7, left foot, sinking and melting, down and down, deeper and deeper. Left foot, step number 7. Step number 7. You're feeling a softness now in your body from head to toe, a softness where the muscles are all letting go. Softness and relaxation, which is allowing all the muscles in your body to just let go. Any tension, any static, any strain of any kind is rushing out of your body through the bottoms of your feet, gladly being absorbed by your staircase of empowerment, because that's what it's there to do. To absorb and drain out and to remove from you anything that's less than softness and relaxation. Step number 6, right foot, sinking down deeper and deeper, relaxing, releasing, sinking and melting, down and down. Step number 5, left foot, sinking down deeper and deeper. Every step, every number, every count, taking you down deeper and deeper. And now on step number 5, Your whole body is being surrounded by a wonderful cocoon of golden light. Golden light because there's golden sparkles in it. From head to toe, from side to side, from front to back, a beautiful cocoon of golden light surrounding you and glowing. This is a healing cocoon of light, bringing you energy, bringing you relaxation, bringing you transformation, allowing yourself to bask in this wonderful golden cocoon of healing light. And every night before you drift off to sleep, you can close your eyes and invoke this cocoon of golden healing light, which will surround you, taking a moment or two to notice it, to feel it, to experience it. It will allow you to have a deep and restful sleep, allowing your dreams to be very powerful. Your dreams will be very powerful in assisting you in venting out of your conscious and subconscious minds anything that is less than relaxation, calm, and tranquility. Step number 4, right foot sinking down, relaxing, releasing, sinking and melting. Down and down, deeper and deeper. Step number 3, left foot. Again, noticing the handrail, right hand on the handrail, feeling the vibration of a higher energy coming through the handrail, up the hand, up the arm, up the neck, into the mind. All parts of your conscious mind and all parts of your subconscious mind have opened up wide to hear all of these healing messages today. All of these messages are going to be imprinted and re-imprinted at the deepest levels into all parts and places and spaces of who you are, especially during the dream cycle. Your dreams are going to be very effective at imprinting and re-imprinting all of the messages that you've heard here today for your highest well-being and your highest health. Your dreams are going to be very good in venting out anything that is less than softness, peace, relaxation, allowing you to awaken refreshed, truly refreshed, with a shift in your vibrational way of being in this world to a higher and higher level. Step number 2, right foot sinking down deeper and deeper. Every number, every count is taking you down and down and down. Step number 1, left foot sinking, relaxing, releasing, and letting it all go. Down and down, deeper and deeper. And down to 0, deep hypnosis, down and down and down. Relaxing, releasing, and letting it all go as you sink and melt. And now both feet stepping down to the platform at the base of the staircase. You've just completed your staircase of empowerment. Your staircase of empowerment for releasing old patterns and ways of being and embracing new, higher vibrational ways of being in this world. Peace, tranquility, softness, relaxation are going to be more and more your new natural default position. As you walk in this world in the time beyond this hypnosis session, you're going to be finding yourself, your mind, your body, your non-physical self, embracing these higher ways of being, softness, relaxation, peace, tranquility. You're going to be embracing these naturally and easily because this is your real self. Sometimes our real selves get covered over by having to interact with the material world. That covering is now being lifted. You're going to find that you are able to more and more go back to your natural, higher vibrational way of being in this world. more easily, more naturally defaulting to peace and softness, relaxation, tranquility. And now putting 3 fingers of your left hand together, any 3 will do. And you're just going to follow along. I want you to take a nice long deep breath in, filling up and up and up and up, and pause and say out loud, peace. And exhale, release. And inhaling in, up and up and up and up and up and up, and pause and say out loud, peace. And exhale, release. And inhaling in, up and up and up and up and up, and out loud, peace. And exhale, release. Releasing your breathing, releasing your hand. This is your anchor. Your anchor will quickly and easily, efficiently, effectively bring you back to this place of peace whenever and wherever you use it in the time beyond this hypnosis session. And now I'm going to be counting you up and out from 0 to 5. 0 is always deeper. 1, gradually, gradually. 2, up and up. 3, sensing the room around you. 4, eyes blinking. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Eyes open, wide awake, up and out, up and out. And taking a moment or two to come around back to reality, and then we'll have a little bit of a review. So just take your time. You probably want to return to a more seated position than a reclining position, which will help you come back to this reality level. So, welcome back to reality, everybody. And I realized that I need to put my link for the tapping, follow along tapping, into the chat section, which I just did. You might want to link through to it and bookmark it. Again, those are the videos that allow you to do a follow along session just like we did here. And so you don't need to memorize any of these steps. Anytime you're feeling any kind of anxiety or challenging emotion whatsoever, you can use this tapping video, this video that we did today, or you can use the videos at the link to release these challenging emotions and to feel better. So the other thing that we did here today, now you have the tapping, you also have the anchor. The anchor was the thing that we did at the very end. So I'd also like to remind you of that at a conscious level. If you all would like to follow along now, we're going to review it on a conscious level. So you put 3 fingers of your left hand together. Some people do it like this, some people do it like this. However you did it in hypnosis. You take a nice long deep breath in. You pause, you say out loud, peace, and you exhale. And again, pause, out loud, peace, exhale. And a third time, out loud, peace, and exhale. That's one anchor. That's one anchor. I highly recommend that you do that anchor once an hour for the next week, and you'll find that your connection with it will deepen. It's very good at releasing any kind of challenging emotion that you're experiencing in just those few seconds, which was probably maybe 60 seconds to do that anchor that we just did. So now you can also re-rate your level of anxiety. We rated our level of anxiety before the tapping, after the tapping, but go ahead and rate it again because there's a good chance it went down even more. So you might have started out at an 8. After the session of tapping, you might have found you were a 6 or something. After this hypnosis session, it might have gone down even lower. But that numbering system is very valuable in determining for you how much value this session was to you. I really like using it because oftentimes when I'm working with people, they do forget how challenged they were on the very first day they came to see me. And then after they've had a series of sessions, to be reminded how challenged they were at that point, and their numbers have steadily gone down over their sessions with me. So when you do hypnosis sessions with me, if that's something that you want to do one-on-one, it's quite a bit different than here today because I'm looking at your whole situation. It includes evaluation of your diet, which often affects anxiety considerably, and fixes to that. And it includes what your individual specific personal challenges are and your individual specific history is. And we're looking at that and we're diffusing it in essence, step by step, one by one. So this is just an overall big picture kind of thing. What you would receive is much more tailored to your needs, just to let you know. So anyway, so I'm going to open we have 6 minutes. And so I'm going to open up the floor to anybody who has any questions. If you want to unmute yourself or if you want to put it in the chat, I can see it in the chat. So anybody have any questions about anything that they want to ask? And the floor is open. You can unmute yourself or you can, remember we're still recorded. So you can unmute yourself or you can write it in the chat box, or you can call me after the session. We can talk personally. So if anybody wants to do that, I'm available to answer those questions now.
Deborah, I just asked a question in the chat box.
You did? Oh gosh, why can't I see that?
I can just ask it. I'm just so relaxed.
I want to learn. Okay, I had it reduced too much. Let me see. What other anchor suggestions do you suggest besides peace? I like peace, but sometimes I choose things. Yeah. So anything that's positive, but you could also use abundance. That might be a nice one for now, abundance. And when I think of abundance, I think of abundance of everything, money, relationships, love, everything, but anything that's positive, it doesn't necessarily have to be one that I programmed for you. That's a good question. Any other questions? I have my, so it's peace, let's see. Do you recommend keeping a daily log of how anxiety fluctuates, particularly if you're working on these techniques daily? Well, yes, this numbering system is fabulous. I would highly recommend that. Highly recommend that. So depending on how much you want to do, you could rate it morning, afternoon, evening. You could rate just, okay, today, at the end of the day, you could say, okay, this morning I was at a 10, this afternoon I was at a 3, that averages out to about a 6. Then your daily number for that day would be a 6, however you want to do it. But yes, so if you're starting to do some kind of program that you're hoping is going to reduce anxiety overall, it would be great to keep track of it at least every day, record it, and then you'll know if what you're doing is working, right? If your numbers are steadily going down, then what you're doing is working. Maybe you're taking yoga classes on a regular basis, or maybe you're meditating now, or maybe you changed your diet. Okay, I don't see any more questions being typed here in the chat, and it's time to finish. So I hope you all will join us next time. Nadia or Maria, do you have anything to add at this point?
I'm like all cuddled up with my pillow right here. I'm very relaxed. Well, thank you so much, Deborah, for doing this for us. We appreciate it so much. And if anybody has any questions, you can absolutely ask Deborah, or you can, message us, email us at info@wearethewarriors.com or .org, Maria. Sorry, I sometimes forget. But you can just message our Facebook page, or you could also, I know some of you are in the book club, so you can, comment and just ask a question there. There's a million ways to get a hold of us. And we will have the recorded session for you as well. So yeah, Deborah, you'll be putting that on YouTube, right?
Yes, well, somebody came on with a picture, so we'll have to talk about what to do about that.
Yeah.
Fix that, I guess, but it will be, let's say it would be on tomorrow if it were a picture, but it will definitely be on. Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, so we will also be posting, the session, so you can either do this again, or you could also just, spread the word, share it with people who may not have been able to make it, or just were a little hesitant for whatever reason. We would really, really, really appreciate that, because we do want, more people to come on. We have next session. Oh, do you want to talk about next session, Deborah, real quick before we leave, what we'll be doing next week?
Well, let's see. I have to find it. Where is it? I can find it. I'm ready to answer that.
Welcoming. I think you'll be focusing on Sedona welcoming.
Oh, welcoming. Yeah, you don't want to miss welcoming. Welcoming is phenomenal. It is so incredibly powerful. And I rather than try to describe it because it's a little unusual, I will tell you that I had a specific to this group. I had a client who came to me who was 60 years old at the time she came to me. She had been sexually abused by her father her whole life. And she couldn't stop thinking about it, and she couldn't stop talking about it, which was very embarrassing to her after she would blurt all this stuff out. That was just the way she handled it. Everybody handles it differently. All she wanted was to stop talking about it mainly and stop thinking about it secondarily. So we started work, and within 6 sessions, not only had she stopped talking about it, not only had she stopped thinking about it a lot less, right? But she had completely forgiven her father, completely let it go. So not to say everybody's going to get that same result, results vary, but it's just an example of how powerful this technique can be. You don't want to miss welcoming, so yeah. And probably if we have a way to do a sample, if we had a volunteer who wanted to be a sample to work with, that would be the most powerful, but we can talk about that. See if we do that.
Yeah, you, me, and Maria can talk about it. All right, well, thank you all so much for coming. We so appreciate it. I actually have a shirt on that says "Courage Over Comfort," which I thought was kind of relevant today, just because I do feel like it does take courage to take the step to heal yourself and to take care of yourself, and to realize that you are worth the healing that can come through these sessions. So thank you all so much, and we so appreciate you. And I think that's it. So thank you. Bye.
Hey, everybody.